All right. Hello. I was way better at this before. I'm just not better at it anymore. So, long time no chat. I am sitting outside where I always sit, and just to give you an update, I have not posted a lot, but I have been running a lot. I am still training for the Disney Half Marathon in January. Just the time to come outside and reflect has escaped me. So, should we go in reverse? Let's start with the present and move backwards. This morning, this fat turtle ran for 60 whole minutes. I walked a 5-minute warm-up. I ran for 60 minutes straight, and I did a 5-minute cool down. During that, remember I gotta write it all down. During that time, I was able to run 4.76 miles. It took me just over an hour and 9 minutes to be exact. And my average mile was a 14:41. So I'm feeling pretty good. If I can continue this pace to be able to not get swept in Disney, right? Ultimate goal, not get swept. You see this hair right here? It's making me absolutely crazy. So that's what we've been doing. I am in my final week 6 of my 5K to 10K training, which the co-host has done and completed, and now she's doing Nike Run app to train for the half. I have decided I am, since ultimately want to complete a Disney race, and most of the Disney things suggest the Galloway method or app or program. That's what I'm going to do. It's very similar to the Nike Run. Most of the programs are very similar. I also got one from the Boston Athletic Association that the Boston Marathon recommends. They're very similar. 2 days of shorter runs, 1 long run. The Nike Run Club app does have some like hill training and speed training and things like that, so maybe I'll grab some of that too along the way, but I think I'm just gonna keep running. So let's see, I am reflecting, I guess, right? So I started this on April 21st. So April to May to June, June to July, 3 months. My very first run was on April 21st, and I went 1.88 miles, and my average time was a 15:13. So I have definitely improved. I am not nearly as close to death when I finish, and I never really did think that I would say that I could run for an hour, and I did this morning, fairly effortlessly, minus the color that comes into my face and the sweat, which I think the color is just my face. I used to get, or do get that way when I drink. The blood flow in my face makes me 8 shades of red, even after about 2 sips. So I think that's just my face. I have really good RBF, and apparently I get red and look miserable most of the time if you ask the host. So we did do our second 5K. I do not have my times written down. I know I finished it it took me a little longer, rock on this, than the first 5K. This one was, as we had suspected, a lot of off-roading, if you will. We were running through some vineyards. There was a very, very short stint of pavement. A lot of hills, but a lot of done. And I did it, and I didn't stop. I got my first ever running medal that also doubles as a coaster, which I left in the house, but I'll post a still of when I post this. A medal, a t-shirt, a pour of wine, and some blazing hot sun. It was a little better because it was in the morning. We started at 8, which was better than the evening one, which was the first 5K. So nothing left in July. August, an exciting thing for me that I'm kind of twistedly excited to be able to do is we are vacationing in Disney. We're staying at the Riviera Resort. So my runs on those days will be through the Riviera. I reached out on the Facebook group and just asked if people had routes or recommendations, and in true Disney form, they have a path that goes around a couple of the lakes, ponds, whatever you want to call them. Some people run into Caribbean Beach. So the route I have shared with me that I'll post with this video was about 2 miles. So I'll be doing that 2 times. I plan on running early on my run days in Disney because I will be battling the heat. So I'm going to remember to pack my flip belt and my flip belt water bottles that I've been using, that I'm getting pretty good with. And other than that, that's about it. So I'm kind of excited to run in Disney before I actually run in Disney. The Princess weekend opened up, and I was kind of hoping to maybe be able to do the challenge for the Princess, but it's just too close to when we go for the half, which I understand why they do them. It's seasonally, it's way better. You know, the Princess weekend, I think, is February, and we're there in January, so kind of bummed about that. And the co-host and the co-producer are heading to Disneyland to run there. So my neighbor's dogs are gonna bark, which I absolutely love. So yeah, that is about it. Running. I'm going to run an hour on Thursday, an hour on Saturday, and then that will be the end of my 5K to 10K training, and then I'll switch over to Galloway. I have to kind of plan out the weeks and where it lines up, but other than that, that's about it. So yeah, questions, comments, let me know. I'm excited and proud of my progress. I'm in a funk, but I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about the actual prospect of finishing this thing, which if I ever thought I would be running this many miles, I would have laughed at my future self, right? Or my past self, however you want to do it. So yeah, that's about it. So like, subscribe, follow. I know we've been trying to get live. We just don't have enough people in the seats to be able to do that. So you're going to keep getting this type of stuff. The co-host is great about posting her content. The co-producer is running her little heart out. She's really good at the cross-training program, which I have not, which we've talked about before. So I digress. But yeah, this is almost 8 minutes of me rambling. So take care, and I will try to get a little better about posting, I guess. Maybe I'll try to post something from my actual runs. Oh, angry bees. This is hysterical. A couple of runs ago, I forgot which one it was. I just saw a bee go by and made me think of it. A few houses down from us on the opposite side where there's the river, this gentleman has beehives. They've been there for years and years and years. You walk by them, they're there, you know, right? So I head out on my run. Must have been Sunday. And Sean was home, Stella was home. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. Okay, see you later, bye. So I start my warm-up walk, and I get, maybe 4 or 5 houses down, and there's this person walking at me dressed in like camouflage or like, I don't know, just nature colors, but with no face. Like, I can't see his face. He's either got like a helmet on or something. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna see how this goes, because that body is coming towards me as I'm going away, and I'm like, oh, I'm close enough to home where I can sprint and make it, so let's go. So this gentleman unzips his face, literally, and says to me, excuse me. And I was like, yeah. He's like, would you mind walking on the other side of the road? And I was like, sure. He's like, I just went into my beehive.